Good morning. Welcome to your early morning yoga class. Rise and Shine Vinyasa will get you ready for your day. We will warm up and mobilize and strengthen the whole body and take some time to spend time with ourselves consciously, center ourselves before we start our day. You don't need any specific props for this yoga class. If you happen to have yoga blocks at home, you can use them, but I will show you everything without them. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. That would be great support. And then let's get right into it. We begin our class today sitting on the heels. If that is not comfortable for you, feel free to use a blanket between the heels and the thighs, or a block, or just sit with the legs crossed if that's more accessible for you. Take a moment to arrive in your seat and to lengthen through the spine. You want to adopt a posture of wakefulness, of alertness, without feeling too stiff about it. You can place your palms facing up towards the ceiling and a gesture of receiving, of openness. And then feel free to close the eyes or lower the gaze if that's more comfortable, but just take a moment to withdraw your attention from the screen and from any visual stimulation, and really tune into your body, into your breath. Just allowing for a few moments of calmness before we get moving. And taking this moment to be fully present with ourselves. How do you feel this morning? How does your body feel? What's the quality of your breath? And try not to evaluate or achieve anything specific. Just allow everything to be just as it is, whatever is coming up here. And just practice observing for a moment without judgment. Just one more conscious breath here. Good. And then join your palms together in front of the heart center. Maybe set an intention for your practice today. This could be just that, being present without judgment, being observing. Or maybe there's a specific quality that you would like to cultivate today on your yoga mat, maybe even off the yoga mat. Being patient, being open and kind, or anything that comes to you very naturally. Take a deep breath in through the nose and gently sigh out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Relieving breath out through the mouth. Last one, inhale. And let it go. And then blink your eyes open, clear the gaze, and find your way onto a tabletop position. Stack your joints, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. If you have been sitting on the heels, feel free to tap the back of your feet a couple of times against the ground to loosen up the legs. And then tuck the toes to give a nice stretch to your feet. Good. Keep the belly tucked in slightly to keep the spine straight for now, and drop between the shoulder blades as if you wanted to make them meet on the back, and then press out and push them apart. We're just warming up the joints. Sink in between the shoulder blades, the arms stay long, and then press out, and then start doing this movement a bit bigger and start circling. So you drop down, pull the shoulders back and down, and then push them apart. Just one more time. Big circle with the shoulder blades, the spine stays long, circle the other way around just 2 times. Getting in some movement into the shoulders, and it's quite natural if you feel a bit stiff in the morning. That could happen. Good. And then press the shoulder blades apart. Press even further away from the ground, round the back, draw the belly in, cat, stretch, tailbone goes down towards the ground. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Gentle cow stretch, curving the back, opening the throat just slightly. And then go with the breath. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, open up the chest, gently curve the back, pull the shoulders back. One more. Exhale, press away from the ground, opening the back side of the body. And inhaling, opening up, creating some space in the heart area, in the belly, in the throat. Good. Come into a neutral position. And then pull the right hip and the right shoulder towards each other so the left side of the body opens. Come back to center. And as you exhale, you squeeze the left side together, open up the right side. Gentle side stretch, back to center. Exhale, squeeze the right shoulder and the right hip together, open up the left side. Inhale, back to center, one more to the left. Exhale. And inhale, good. Send the hips back, slide the hands forward, and then lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Good. Take a moment to warm up here as well. Just want to give the body the opportunity to wake up and to open up slowly. So bend the knees generously, push the heels alternately down to the ground. Good. All right, come into the tiptoes, bend the knees, press the belly towards the thighs, draw that low belly in, let the back become super long. Gently look towards the knees so your neck is nice and long. If you want to do any releasing movements of the neck, do so gently. Maybe release the face, the jaw after the night. Sometimes we hold some tension here from clenching, so do anything that feels good. And then we start moving. Inhale, come onto the tiptoes, roll forward, stack your shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, bend the knees, come back into your downward facing dog. Big wavy movement. Inhale, roll it forward, high plank, draw the belly in, bit of a cat back here. Exhale, downward facing dog, good. Inhale, roll it forward one more time. We stay, exhale, press away from the ground. Inhale. Gently exhale. Do not force the breath. Inhale, one more, activating the whole body. Exhale, drop the knees, lower all the way down. Keep the elbows close to the body and then point the toes. Inhale, small cobra. Exhale, release the forehead down. We do one more. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, roll the chest off the mat. Keep the neck nice and long. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog, and we do this fluidly. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, with or without the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up for a three-legged dog. Your hips stay leveled. Exhale, pull the right knee to the chest. Squeeze the nose and the knee together, shoulder over wrists. Inhale, back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, come forward, squeeze the knee in and step the foot through for your high lunge. Stabilize. Inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. And stay for the exhale, drop the shoulders, good. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Try not going all the way, keep a tiny bend. Exhale, bend the leg, bend the elbows, push the heart forward. We do this two more times. Inhaling, straighten the arms and the leg. Exhale, press the chest open, bend the leg. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Rub the arms over the side, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart a bit higher. Exhale. Become a bit more stable. If your low back feels tight, then just bend the back leg a little bit. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, feeling that energy in the legs. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up, guide them. Don't just throw them. Exhale, bring the hands down. Three-legged dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest. Now keep it here. Bring the left knee down to the ground. Inhale for your tiger pose. Lift your heart, lift your right leg. Exhale, curl it in. Nose and knee come together. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round the back, press away from the ground. Inhale, straight back, straight leg. Exhale, step the left toes out of the mat, come into a side plank variation. Actually, it's kind of a baby half moon. Reach the right fingertips up, flex the right foot. You have the option to bring the foot down if this feels a bit much in the morning. Good. Take another breath like this. And either you choose to stay or maybe you bend the right leg, you grab a hold of the back of your foot or the ankle, press the foot into the hand and open the heart and the groin a bit more, so your hips. If that feels a lot, then just stay in the previous variation. Good. Open up through your breath. Take one more. And then if you have taken the bind, then extend the arm and the leg gently. Bring the right hand down. Keep the right leg long. Close the hips. Tuck the right toes. Left foot next to the right one into your plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way as you have, or maybe half if you feel ready for your chaturanga. Inhale through your back bend. This could be a cobra or an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl it in, shoulders over wrists, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee forward and then step it through, stabilize. Inhale, stand up, high lunge. Arrive on the exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the arm, send the heart forward. Two more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, open up. One more, gather that energy on the inhale. Exhale. Drop the hands, interlace the fingers, one finger further. Inhale. Exhale. Good, feel that fresh energy. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Three-legged dog. Inhale, as we got in, we go up. Exhale, pull the knee forward, squeeze it in, set the right knee down. Inhale, tiger stretch, lift the heart, lift the left knee. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, straight leg, straight back. Draw the low belly in. Exhale, step the right foot out for your side plank variation or baby half moon, however you want to see it. And again, either stay or bring the foot down, whatever feels stable and accessible for you this morning. Choose to stay in this variation or bend the leg, grab a hold of the back of the foot or the ankle, open up the chest, keep breathing. Grab those right fingertips into the ground. Good, one more breath. And then release with attention, arm and leg go long. Look down, left hand down, left toes down. Inhale into your plank pose, step the right foot back. Exhale, lower all the way or half, whatever you practice, do so with attention. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a full breath in and a cleansing breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk to the top of the mat. As you inhale, you can bend the knees. And exhale, softly fold forward, forward fold. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Bend the knees, half lift. And exhale, fold all the way down. Good. We come to standing. Inhale, reach the arms over the side. Exhale, grab a hold of the right wrist with your left hand side. Stretch, ground the feet. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, second side. Lean over, open the left side of the body. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Good. Take a moment to center yourself, to observe the breath. Find a focus point with your eyes. Bring your weight onto your right foot. Pull the left knee up to the chest. Take a moment to prepare for Warrior 3. Draw the low belly in and up. Keep the center of the body nice and stable. And then bend the right leg. Come forward with an open chest for Warrior 3. You can bend both legs for now. And once you have arrived, then maybe you can straighten them. Try to lift the right hip, lower the left one, and keep your softness in the face. Keep a lightness in your attitude, even if it's wobbly or maybe challenging in the morning. Just take it easy. Be aware it's a practice. Appreciate all the micro adjustments your body's doing here to balance you. And then keep that patience as you bend the right leg, step the left foot far back for your high lunge, sweep the arms up. And exhale, open up to the side for warrior two, left heel goes down, right knee still points forward, adjust if you have to, bring the tailbone down, open up the hips, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, sit a bit deeper, maybe find that stability. Good, inhale, exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Keep a tiny bend in the knee. Activate the thighs. Lie down. Long side body, long spine for your triangle pose. Try and pull up energetically instead of collapsing down. Feel how the whole body engages. Good. Breathe. And then take your gaze down to the mat. Drop the left hand into the left hip. If you have a block, this would be a good moment to use it. We can do it without. We bend the right leg a lot, bring the right fingertips onto the ground. Step the left foot closer and slowly press up for a half moon pose. I want to stack the hips, try and keep the spine long. If you're comfortable, you can bring the left arm up again. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can look up. Another option would be to bend the left leg and see if you can find the foot, the back of the foot or the ankle, and open up the groin and the chest as we did in the beginning in the baby half moon. Just see if that works for you today. Maybe it's a bit much for the morning, then just stay where you were. Make the most out of your practice. Maybe you do this video again and you observe how your practice is different every day. Take your gaze down, keep that patience, bend the right leg slowly, slowly step back into your warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Good, inhale, float the upper body back for your peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, look to the mat. Inhale, right foot goes back, maybe let it hover if this is something you practice for your chaturanga, or use the knees. You know, all the options. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Now you can step or hop to the top of the mat for your half forward fold. And then fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift, one more. Exhale, release. Come to standing, take your arms over the side, reach it up. We'll do the side bend again. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Feel how you're creating some space. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart for one centering breath. Good. Weight onto the left leg. Find that focus point that will give you an anchor point to really focus on. Prepare, try not to rush, and then come forward into your warrior three. Take a moment to arrive. The more we take time, the more we're present, the easier the balancing poses get. If we rush in there, we'll be much wobblier. And we want to try and keep our intention in mind. Just be present, observe. If you have to leave the pose or you fall, that's completely fine. It's a practice. Let's take another full breath. Good. Take your time to bend the left leg, step the right foot far back for your high lunge. Inhale. And then we're moving into warrior two. Exhale, open up the hips, open up the arms. Your right foot opened up. Now it's parallel to the short side of the mat. You want to rotate the thighs out, bring the tailbone down. Draw the low belly in gently, just so you're not overly curving the back. And then we breathe. Always make sure you soften the face. And you soften the breath. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Activate that thigh. Tiny bend in the knee for your triangle pose. Keep the side body long, so try not slouching down, but really creating a lot of space. Your heart is pointing up towards the ceiling just as much as it works. And just see where you want to look for your neck to be okay. You can look down, you can look in the same direction as your heart, or maybe look up into the upper hand. Good. Rub the right hand into the right hip. You want to keep the chest nice and open and only look down. with your head, and then bend the left leg a lot. Use your block if you have one, or whatever you're using as a prop, or do it with me without one. So we step the right foot closer until we can press up onto the left leg. You want to have your left hand, whether it's with or without a prop, underneath the shoulders. It's going to make it easier to lengthen the side body, to open the shoulder. Only maybe you bring the right arm up. And if it worked for you, you might want to try here as well. Bend the right leg. See if you can find that foot. Press with the foot into the hand and open up the groin and the chest. I think they call it sugar cane pose. It's just a variation of the half moon. If this doesn't work, just stay where you were. Good. Stay observing without judgment. And then release the bind gently if you have taken it. Bend the left leg slowly, slowly, slowly. Step the right foot far behind you. Try not to lose your patience. Warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Float the upper body back. It's kind of like recharging a battery. Peaceful. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Release the back heel. Inhale, step back. Maybe let the foot hover as we did on the first side. Or you can always come back to knees and then chest. Choose your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. All right. Inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. Pull the knee forward, step the foot through. Good. Left knee goes down. Inhale, swing the right arm forward and up. And then bring it back. Now we want to either stay here, only maybe bend that leg and see if you can hold the foot. It's kind of an intense stretch for the thigh, the knee. Maybe it's a lot for the morning, then just stay here, open up the chest. Whatever works for you. You want to be kind to your body. Observe where can you go maybe a bit more into action, where you need to let go a little bit more. You always want to find that balance. If you have taken the bind, release it gently. Bring the right arm forward, outside of the right foot, and then lift the back knee. We're going to slide the left knee forward onto the outside of the right ankle, and then sit down between the heels for our twisted seat. You want to make sure you can bring the right hip down, or the right sits bone, and if you can't do that, then extend your left leg forward. Whatever works for you in your twisted seat. Hug the right leg in with your left arm, reach the right arm up, and then exhale, twist open to the right side. Fingertips come down gently. Pull the shoulder back. And really enjoy this twist. It's so good in the morning. You really want to find that length as you inhale and open as you exhale. Wherever you are, try and keep that long spine. Good. You're going to feel how the whole center of the body is being massaged and stimulated. Good. Last breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist over to the second side. Gentle counter twist. And then sit up by leaning onto the hands, pulling that right shin in front of the left one, and then take a bit of momentum, roll over the feet and step back. You can either take a vinyasa here or step into your downward facing dog right away. I'll give you 2-3 breaths to do whatever feels best for you now. Always enjoy the moments of your self-practice. Take responsibility. What's the best for your body today? Second side, left leg up, big step forward, right knee comes down, inhale, left arm swims up and back. We want to open up the chest, so a bit of a twist, a bit of a back bend, and a lot of opening in the right thigh, groin already. Only maybe you go a bit further by pulling that heel in and grabbing the foot. Once again, see if that works for you. If your knee needs any cushioning, and just breathe. You could also be here. Let's stay for 2 more. And then bring the left arm back and forward. We want to release the right knee off the ground. Slide it forward onto the outside of the left heel. For our twisted seat, take a moment to arrange yourself. Right leg could be out in front of you. See what works. You can sit up tall as you inhale and twist open on the exhale. Good. Stay for a couple of breaths. Focus on the breathing. All right. Last conscious breath. Really enjoying this pose. And as you inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, gentle counter stretch to the other side. And then sit up by leaning onto the hands. We pull the left shin in front of the right one. You can decide again. You can step back or jump back if this is something you practice. Take a flow or a down dog straight away. Maybe loosening up the legs or the neck, whatever works for you. We'll go together from here. Inhale into a high plank pose. And exhale with or without the knees. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Point the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release the hands. Press the tops of the feet down. Interlace all 10 fingers behind the back. Pull the chest open. And draw the lower belly in. It's kind of similar to what we did in the high lunge in the very beginning. You want to focus on opening up the chest. So hands away from the bum, back and up. Breathe into the chest, create all that space. 2 more. 1 more breath. And then release. Good. Bring your hands on top of each other. Rest the forehead down. Maybe wiggle the hips a bit from side to side if you feel any tension in the low back. Good, and then extend the right arm forward, roll over one side so you come to lay down on your back. You might need to shuffle back onto your mat so you're laying comfortably. We'll do 1 more back bend. So we bring the feet close to the bum for our shoulder bridge. Feet are hip distance apart, and we press into the feet. We draw the low belly in, leading from the table, and lift the pelvis and the back off the ground. And then interlace your fingers 1 finger further as you have in the previous pose. Pull the shoulder blades together. And open up the front body 1 more time. Good. We've stimulated and energized quite a bit. So give some space to your organs. Breathe all the way down into the groins, to the belly, broaden the chest, the collarbones. Feel all that energy flowing through the body. Good. 1 more full breath. And then release the hands, come onto the tiptoes, roll your way down, take your time vertebra by vertebra, kind of like a little massage for your back. And then once you arrived, take the feet further apart, drop the knees in the center, hands on the belly or on the heart or wherever it feels good. Just take a moment to observe. Good. And then walk your feet in as you have before. Lift your right foot off the ground and bring the right ankle on top of the left knee. Pull the legs towards you and grab a hold of the left thigh, back of the thigh or the shin, wherever you reach. And make sure you're pressing the low back down into the ground. Release the shoulders back down and the head. So this is a nice way to balance out the low back and to open up the hip a little bit. So maybe you feel a bit of stimulation in the right outer hip and the right bum. Just breathe into that area. 2 more breaths. And then bring the left foot down, step the right foot next to it. We're changing the sides, left knee up, ankle on top of the right knee. You can flex the left foot a bit so you keep the ankle nice and stable. Grab a hold of the back of your right thigh or the back or the front of your right shin. Whatever works for you, wherever you reach, so you can relax the shoulders and the head. Couple of breaths. Observing the sensations and the pose. Observing how they change over the course of a few breaths. Good. Release, bring the right foot down, left foot next to it. We bring the soles of the feet together for kind of a butterfly shape. Drop the knees out. And then either keep your hands on the torso if that feels nice, or in the inner thighs, or maybe you want to grab opposite elbows above the head. This is a nice way to open up the shoulders and the chest as well. And I want to invite you to try and relax into this pose. Sometimes we're still holding some tension here in the groins, and that's okay too, but maybe you can let go a bit more into this pose, and you can relax the face, maybe even close the eyes. Just observe how the sensations in the body have changed in comparison to the beginning when you asked yourself how you're feeling. What's the quality of your breath now? Good, let's take another full breath. And then release the arms, bring them underneath the knees to guide them together and pull the knees up. Grab a hold of the shins and roll a bit from side to side, massaging the lower back, or pull the knees in rhythmically to lengthen out the lower back. And then go ahead and extend the legs and take a Savasana pose just for a couple of breaths. I really want to invite you not to skip this part. We're not going to stay for too long. You want to give your body and your mind the chance to relax. So stretch out your limbs, have your palms facing up one more time in a gesture of surrender, of receiving. Allow the shoulders to drop, the pelvis, the heels. Relax the face. Take another full breath in through the nose. And gently sigh out. Let go of the breath. Let go of the body. And let go of the idea that you have to control your mind. Even if there are any thoughts coming up, don't let yourself be rushed through these last calm moments of your practice. Don't feel the need to analyze or understand, just observe what's going on. And since you are able to observe, you can also recognize that you are not these thoughts. They're just moving around, they're just some content. You can just let them come, let them be, and let them go without being touched by them. Just a couple more breaths. And then to begin to bring small movements back, small places, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe circle the wrists a couple of times, the ankles one way. And then the other, and start to deepen the breath and make some bigger movements. Maybe you want to stretch, take your feet together, arms overhead, deep breath. And then bend the legs, roll onto one side. Press your upper hand into the floor and come to sit upright. Maybe now sit with crossed legs or sit on the heels as we did to start the practice, and keep the eyes closed or close them one last time once you arrived, or just lower the gaze. Just take a moment to resonate. How did this yoga asana practice feel? How do you feel now? Allow the corners of your mouth to lift slightly for a gentle smile, an appreciation for your body, an appreciation for yourself for taking the time for this practice. You can be proud in the knowing that you're ready for your day. You've already accomplished the whole yoga asana practice. You breathed consciously, you took time for yourself. That's really great. So just be appreciative. Join your palms together. Take another full breath, full of gratitude. Remind yourself of your intention and maybe make a resolve to come back to this idea throughout the day, just for some little mindful reminders here and there. And then open the eyes once you're ready. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel ready for your day. If you have any questions, any feedback, leave me some comments. I always love to hear from you. And I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon.